Today on the podcast, we're discussing CVE 2026-22709, a critical vulnerability in the popular vm2 Node.js sandbox library. This flaw allows attackers to bypass sandbox restrictions and execute arbitrary code on the host system. We'll walk through the product details, the type of vulnerability, how it works under the hood, and what you need to do to protect your applications. vm2 is an open-source virtual machine and sandbox for Node.js, maintained on GitHub by Patrick Simek. It's widely used to run untrusted code securely. Versions prior to 3.10.2 are affected by this issue. The library relies on promise callback sanitization to constrain code, but a gap in that mechanism has opened the door to sandbox escapes. This vulnerability is fundamentally a code injection flaw, CVE-94, combined with improper control of dynamically managed code resources, CVE-913, and a protection mechanism failure, CVE-693. An attacker can manipulate promise callbacks to inject malicious code and sidestep the sandbox's defenses, leading to full control over the host. In vm2 versions before 3.10.2, the sandbox sanitizes callbacks on a scope local promise prototype, but fails to sanitize callbacks on the global promise prototype. Because async functions return global promise objects, an attacker can supply a malicious then, or catch, callback that isn't filtered. By chaining or awaiting untrusted code, the attacker escapes the sandbox boundary and gains the ability to run arbitrary host code. The maintainers released version 3.10.2 to sanitize both local and global promise prototypes and close this escape vector. If you use vm2 in your projects, upgrade immediately to version 3.10.2 or later. Review your dependency tree for any indirect vm2 usage, and rebuild your applications. Beyond patching, adopt a regular audit process for open source dependencies and consider additional runtime controls when executing untrusted code. Staying vigilant is key to preventing sandbox escape attacks.